Today on Arts 24, Romanian auteur Cristian Mungiu is crowned King of Cannes once again. Nearly 20 years after his first PalmeDOr, he takes the festival's top prize for Fjord, a film exploring the tensions between religious conservatism and social liberalism. It stars Marvel actor Sebastian Stan and Norwegian actress Renate Reinsve as parents accused of domestic abuse. Before the big win, I sat down with Mungiu and Reinsve in Cannes. Renate, Cristian, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to speak to you, and it's a pleasure to watch the movie here at Cannes for the first time with the first audiences. The film is about immigration, it's about religion, but it's also about parenting, identity, and fear of differences. For people who don't know much about the film, how would you describe it?
If you want, it's a portrait of our nowadays global society in which people need to learn how to coexist with the others that might have very, very different opinion than theirs. I think that nobody really understood with what kind of consequences this global freedom of moving everywhere is going to come. And nowadays, society is unfortunately very polarized, and it's very difficult for us to share the same space with people having very different opinion than ours. If you wish, for me, it's a film about a certain kind of fundamentalism. And fundamentalism is a state of mind. It doesn't really matter for which values you are fundamentalist. It's a state of mind which prevents you from being empathic and open to the truth of the other.
Hello. Hi.
Are we interrupting?
No, please come in.
Come in, Mia, come and greet your new neighbors. Hello! We brought some gifts for the newcomers.
Oh, so
thank you very
nice.
And this is for your new house.
Oh, it's anything but new. Åke helps me to fix it after every storm.
Oh, he's okay. He's okay, but you should come over and see him, all of you. Matt's made an apple cake as a welcome gift.
Åh, små regnen tåles hos oss. Ellers skulle jeg gjerne komme.
Oh, but the rest of you, please, come over.
And what did you learn about those points? Do you think we can live side by side with completely different values, completely different moral compasses?
Yeah, it was interesting for me because the first time we had a read-through of the script, we were both open to me playing Mia from the liberal family or Lisbeth from the conservative family. And maybe the most obvious choice would be Mia. She has a more similar life than I have, and Lisbeth is so different. But for me, I could feel it changing my body. I could feel something happening reading that role that really was very intriguing to me. And I think for me, honestly, if I met someone like Lisbeth, who had her life dictated by her faith, who had made all these choices in how to live with her family and in this conservative way, I think I would be a little bit afraid because I wouldn't completely understand her, but I was drawn to her. Going from having that fear of someone that different from me, doing this was an exercise in empathy. And actually, my fear just really went away. I have so much care and respect for the way she has chosen to live her life.
You've worked with lots of different directors over the years and with very distinct cinematic voices and languages, like Joachim Trier, for example. What excited you about working with Cristian?
I've seen Cristian's movies and I love what he does, the realism, the sophisticated way of talking about the themes that he wants to talk about in his movies. But I didn't know his method. It was amazing to me to hear him talk about his method because he understands that movies are a manipulative medium and we are led to think something, feel something with emotions of the actors, where the camera is placed very close to the actor and music that really drives your emotion through the movie. But Cristian wants as much as possible to remove that and have an objective of the themes that he wants to debate in the movie. And I had no idea how that would work for me as an actress. In the beginning, I thought it was hard because he places, the camera far away. so the audience can also choose what to look at. You don't really know where you get the information because it's a lot of also subliminal messages in every detail that Cristian puts into the movie.
Where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day.
Why was that so important for you then, to not be black or white and not sort of do a judgment when it comes to these two different sides, like the religious Romanian family and the liberal Norwegians?
Well, first of all, it's important for me to mention all the time that even if every story needs to be set someplace, and this story is set in Norway, it's not about the Romanian-Norwegian conflict at all. It's this conflict which is present today between the conservatives and the progressive way of seeing things. And it was easier to set the conflict there because for all of us people living in the south, somehow, the Nordic countries are considered to be the most liberal and progressive. Question is, what are your limits within your family if you move over there, and you move there not only with your luggage, but with your values? Do you have to adapt and conform to the local values? Do you still have this freedom? Because this freedom is granted to you by precisely this expectations, these very progressive expectations that you can decide for yourself. It's not this simple to answer. And I'm not trying to advocate for any kind of ideology in particular. I'm trying to set myself as an example that it's good to listen and to understand the arguments of the other. It's also important to give some freedom to the spectator and to understand that he's as intelligent as you are, he's an adult, and he can form his own opinions. I don't want to chew the content and give him conclusions directly. There are too many mainstream films that do this already. And this is not good training for your critical spirit. The film is just, stimulating them to find an answer to this. How are we going to coexist in this world if we hate that much all the other groups of people that think different than ours?
And talk to us a bit about the casting. Why did you pick Renate and Sebastian Stan as the couple in the film?
I've been knowing Sebastian for some 10 years already, I think, and we were looking for something that we could do together. But he does mostly his Marvel films, I do my films, so it wasn't this easy to meet halfway. And this time I had the feeling that we could do this because this is the same kind of cinema that I've been doing before, but it's also in English language mostly. So he could fulfill his dream of playing a Romanian, and in a very strange way, this became my first film in English, but also his first film in Romanian, if you want.
It was natural for me to try to kind of find my way to bond, rebond with the country through film, and who else to do it with than this man who I think has, I've admired for a very long time because of how he's got such a keen eye on what's happening.
I couldn't have made this film without stars. It's a very polarizing film, and it's a very risky film, especially for me, because I am aware that I might be taken as a conservative reactionary who all of a sudden whistles in the church and doubts the most liberal and progressive values. But at the same time, I think this is the most extreme side of liberalism, to doubt even these values. I believe in doubting and in my right of being free to doubt this. But it helped me to tell this story through some peoples and some actors that bring a lot of sympathy to the film. And the presence of Sebastian was very important, to be honest, also because it allowed us to make the film. Unless he was in the film and unless Renate was in the film, it couldn't have been possible for us to put together the budget that we needed. It's shot in Norway, it's very expensive. Renate is, the most prominent actress that emerged from the Norwegian cinema in the last years. I think that there's something very, very intuitive in what Renate does.
Jag har tid till det, älskling.
Renate, it's the second time you're working with Sebastian Stan. You worked together on A Different Man. Tell us on what your working relationship is like.
Well, it's very different this time. The last movie was something very specific. It was more theatrical in how we acted, and we just had gotten to know each other. And this time we met and we knew it was something different. We had to kind of reset. And Sebastian is very generous and he's very brave, and he really wants to take chances in his choices. And he cares so much about the movies, and he cares so much about the character and the dynamic between the character. It's very, inspirational to work with him. He gives a lot.
And Can has become very important in your story as an actress, from the worst person in the world to sentimental value now, Fjord. What does Can mean to you?
I really think it's one of the few places in the world where you come to really celebrate cinema on this level. It's so much respect for the craft and so much love for the craft, and it's so many intelligent filmmakers, journalists. It's a lot of big debates, and it just has so much integrity, and it also has a lot of fun. And we tried not to party too much.
Your suit today is a nod to your previous film. Tell us about it.
You know, I traveled with Stellan all of last year, and I miss him so much, and I have total separation anxiety, but I can't talk to him because he's in the jury, so I'm wearing his suit. And it smells so bad. No, I'm kidding.
He played your dad in your last film.
Yeah. I don't know, it's nice to have his suit. It was also very cool, so it's easy choice. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.